is a main teaching in recovery and the 12 steps, all these kind of things, just for today. And an addict can say, what are you talking about just for today? It's forever. I'm never going to drink again. I'm never going to do these things again. No. You're never going to make it. You're never going to make it forever. Forever is not an attainable thing because forever doesn't really exist. You know, it does exist today. Today exists. Tomorrow we don't know exists. The future we don't know exists. But you know it does exist is today. As we say, acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Live with the Times. So grateful to be here. Grateful for all of you. And this is perfect. This is perfect. Today we're going over the third Aliyah of Vayetzei. Here we have my wonderful son just waking up. Asher. What's up, Asher?
Good.
You good? How did you sleep?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mwah. Want to sit here with Tati while we do a drash?
Yeah.
Good. It's perfect because guess what? In this Aliyah, you're born. The name is born of Asher. Right? You know, it's amazing because so many times in the Parsha, you know, like we're talking about these stories and they seem on the surface to drag on, or what's the point of this? Here, this Aliyah does not drag on at all. So much ground is covered here, right? Pretty much here at the end, right, it says, the reason why I love it so much is, Vatome Leah be'ashri ki ashruni banot vatikat shemo Asher. Wow, so Leah declared that, wow, how good is it for me? How good is my fortune? Right? And because of our good fortune, I've decided to name his name Asher. This is Asher. How perfect is that? Right? And this Aliyah covers so much ground. Starts off with Rachel, or I should say Yaakov. We talk about how Laban is such a swindler and charlatan, and how can you say such things? Look, right here, right? Where Yaakov goes and says, yeah, I'll work for you, but I want to marry your daughter. He says, fine, good, better that I give her to you than someone else. And so he says, that's fine, but you got to work for her for 7 years. 7 years you got to work for her, and then I'll give her to you. Great, wonderful, no problem. And then what happens? Under the chuppah. That's why we go and we have a bedekin where we go and we check underneath the veil and we see, oh, that's actually you. Good. Okay, wonderful. Because Laban switched out Rachel for Leah. And Leah, this is incredible stuff. It's really incredible stuff. Leah, as we said, represents prayer. She was actually destined to marry Esav, right? Esav was the older one, and Leah's the older one. So Rachel is the younger one, and Yaakov's the younger one. So it's okay, they're going to be paired up. And Leah, that's why it said that her eyes were swollen because she had been crying so much. She said, "How dare I don't want to be married to to the wicked one, to Esav. I want to be married to the righteous one, to Yaakov." Because she cried so much, she was able to overcome that decree. And Rachel. Right, there's a whole long teaching, Midrash, about why is it that in Rachel's merits were actually saved, right? That Abraham came, Sarah came, it's a long one, right? But Yitzchak, Rivka, Yaakov, Leah, they all came and said, Hashem, you got to save my holy people. Why are you doing this? Why are you sending them into exile? You got to bring them back. And Hashem gave reasons on why they couldn't do it, on why he did it, and why he couldn't bring them back. And then Rachel came. And what'd she say? She said, on the night when I was supposed to be married to my husband, I made it I could have embarrassed my sister Leah, and I could have made a big stink about the whole thing. But I didn't. that Yaakov and Rachel. Yaakov knew that Rachel was that Lavan was going to do this, or he had an idea that he was going to do this. So he had a secret handshake, or so secret gesture, something that would enable them to recognize that it was Rachel and not Leah. And Rachel, in the 9th hour, said, "I'm going to give Leah this secret handshake so that she's not embarrassed in front of everybody." What a horrible atrocity! What a horrible embarrassment it would be if she was revealed to be Leah in front of everybody and everybody gasps. And what would happen there? So Rachel says to Hashem, Hashem, I was supposed to marry Yaakov, and to spare my sister embarrassment, I gave her the gesture. Now you are going to go and save my people. And Hashem said, yes, that in this merit, we're not embarrassing people, that this was actually the way that we are brought back from exile. Right? So this shows the importance of not embarrassing anybody. Then Lavan, he says, what do you think this is what we do over here, to give the younger to the older and the older? No, the older one gets married off first, and then the young, right? Which is the way of swindlers and con men, right? They always have a reason, they justify what they did. And but anyways, right? So then he says, "Fine, wait a week. You'll marry off Rachel as well, and then you'll work another 7 years for Rachel." And throughout this time, he's working for him, and now they are having a lot of babies. Right? They're having a lot of babies. Reuven, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda, Naphtali, Dan, Gad, and of course Asher. They're all born in this one Aliyah. And it's over a long amount of time, obviously. A lot of time passes over here.
And mommy.
And mommy. Yes, definitely, exactly. And a lot of time passes over here. And you can see that... and Tati. Tati's here too, thank you, Hashem. And you can see that it must have been very, very difficult for Yaakov to overcome all these things. And you wonder, how was he able to overcome all these things? How was he able to overcome this challenge? You know, yesterday we talked about the challenges, and we always have kind of tips on how to overcome challenges. Charity, gratitude, happiness, Torah, prayer. But the fact of the matter is that we're living in it. It's not pleasant. How are we supposed to be happy if we're living in it? How are we supposed to be happy if we know that we have some sort of decree, if we got to get through a certain time in our life? God forbid, there's people who praying for a long time to have children, just like Rachel. They should be zeichet to have children. Let's take a second as well to I want to thank all of you for being here, and take a second there to press like here, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, share this, really helps us out. And also just a second, praying for Am Yisrael and for all the Hatufim. How are we supposed to overcome challenges, obstacles in the moment? Yes, we have all the tips on how to do it, and they do help, and they are helping, and this is exactly what's going on. But how am I supposed to live with it? How am I supposed to live with it? In the interim, until the obstacle's over, I'm going to be happy, yes. Okay, I'm going to give charity, yes. It's going to help me to bring the next part where the obstacle's over and now I can move on with my life, right? Wrong. This right now is something valuable as well, as it says in this week's parsha. Vayavod Yaakov berachel 7 shanim vayihu be'einav ki yamim echadim b'avatota. That so Yaakov served 7 years for Rachel, and it says, the translation is, it seemed like a few days because of his love for her. But really, the real translation, ki yadim achadim, is a series of 1 days. Ki yadim achadim. Achadim one day, a bunch of one days. This is a main teaching in recovery and the 12 steps, all these kind of things, just for today. And an addict can say, what are you talking about just for today? It's forever. I'm never going to drink again. I'm never going to do these things again. He says, no. You're never going to make it. You're never going to make it forever. Forever is not an attainable thing because forever doesn't really exist. But it does exist today. Today exists. Tomorrow we don't know exists. The future we don't know exists. But it does exist is today. Right? And as we say, acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. Acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. That the present is perfect for now. Just for now. If the present is the same present tomorrow, the same present a year from now, the same present 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we'll talk about that then. But as long as I'm doing my part today, I'm going to make sure that tomorrow is going to be different. If I'm not worrying about today, tomorrow's going to be the same, and I'm going to be complaining tomorrow. I'm going to be complaining 5 years from now. I'm going to be complaining 10 years from now. I have to not complain today. I have to do with the job that I have in my hands today. And I have to be happy today. I have to do what I need to do today. And in this way, all these days are kiyadim echadim. And we do it with love. We do it with simcha. And in this way, the time doesn't just pass and the obstacle's over. We transform the obstacle. It's not that the obstacle is gone. It's that we transform the obstacle into the actual catapult that's going to bring us up into our salvation. It in itself is hidden within it, the salvation. So we zoiche to look at every single obstacle in a positive way. So look in a way that is going to allow us to overcome it. And not just overcome it, but transform it just for today. That we should look at every single day that is just for today, whether it be good, bad, indifferent. And in this way, we're going to see that all of us are transforming all of our days, one by one, day by day. And all of us are achieving the true tikkun, the true salvation, the true Yeshua of the Beis HaMikdash Shlishi, coming Moshiach Tzidkenu, and true Shalom in the entire world speedily, right now, today. L'chaim. So l'chaim, Asher.
L'chaim.